What's up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to another monthly vlog video with myself updating the channel with a run back of what we did in August and of course what we're gonna do for September. I just can't believe it's already September, man. We're already pretty much at the close to the cusp of 2020. It's been a pretty crazy year. A lot of the big stuff has already been out of the way, including Evo now. So I still kind of can't believe Evo is already passed for 2019, and we're already starting to go into the holidays pretty much. So big video game season is gonna start pretty much right now, starting with Astral Chain, um, which I will stream um, soon, like this week or something, as I record this. But anyway, um, it's crazy how much time just flew by now. You just don't really realize it until like at some point later in the year or something like that. It's like whoa, it's kind of just lose track of things. Anywho, enough of that. We should go right into the real life stuff back in August. So I'll get the biggest one out of the way. Evo has, like I said, already has passed by. Um, we talked about on the podcast as to what we did for the most part. Um, that was another good one, I would say, for the most part as a whole. Like the trip itself was pretty good. It was pretty smooth. Nothing really bad happened or anything like that, so that's good. No real serious drama of sorts. Nothing like no one lost their. Well, actually, um, I guess I'll get into that a little later. But for the most part, it was like pretty smooth. In comparison to like the previous years, man, it's unbelievable how much we've come along the way. But well, at least for myself anyway. But it was fun, no less. I got to see old faces. I got to see some new ones from the community and stuff. And it was it's just cool just to talk to people, and people kind of wanted to talk to me. It was just like kind of weird, like I don't know. It's just because I was part of a video that a lot of people watched, a while back with the Assist Me alien stuff and like all the stuff I've done in the past. The community, like some of them anyway, actually came up to me and talked to me and stuff. So I really do appreciate it. I just didn't really expect it as all, but it's still cool to like see and talk to people for the most part. There wasn't really a whole lot to do at Evo, even though like the artist alley was really good. There was some cool stuff there, but there was just like not enough like games or just setups to like really be enticing for someone like me to be playing. The only one I really wanted to try, I guess, the most was Grand Blue Versus with Percival being playable at the booth, but it was sign up only, and they had a tournament going on for some reason, so we didn't have really like accessible means to be able to just be in line and just play the game. You know what I mean? Like I really don't like that approach of booths. Like they did that with the PlayStation Experience a couple of years back or something like, or I think it was like last year. I can't keep track as well. But point being, signing up for something is just really dumb. It's like I don't know. I really feel like people from the media should do that, and then people, the regular people, the casuals, the consumers, you know what I mean, like should be the ones standing in line, and then the media should be the ones that making appointments, right? So that way they can play their game and make an article about it or whatever, make their video or content. Um, so I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me to have everyone sign up for it and make an appointment for it or whatever. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't make sense. I don't like it. Well, anywho, it's just it was an alright Evo, I guess, for the venue anyway. Um, the first day at the line was like really ridiculous because how people were trying to, or the workers were trying to do the security checks and stuff, they didn't have enough people apparently. So I think what happened was um, the line was just super full because they just didn't get the process down. And so a lot of people were late to their pools, and so people who were late to their pools were like, able to come out of the line, and they were escorted to their appropriate games and pools. So that was all right, I guess. But there was some drama around it, like one of the TOs for Eunice or something like that, like disqualified a lot of the players without being aware of the situation of the line because of the security checks. So that was like really careless and um, just ignorant on that person's part. And I believe that person is not coming back ever for the next Evo. But that's just my assumption anyway. I just hope that that got all worked out in some ways. So hopefully, next time they kind of give some more thought, like, oh, maybe the line is super long. Maybe there's something wrong with the line, how it's being handled right now. I should give them a little more time because they've come a long. A lot of people come a long way, and or just people in general like save up a lot of money just so they can make the trip and play their games and possibly make it pretty far in the tournament, but just because of the line or the mishaps on Evo's side of things, this one TO is like, they're not here on time. I'm going to disqualify them just because they're not here on time, and not being aware of the consequences, the weight of, that people carry when they, try to, compete. They want to really win or they want to make a big name for themselves somehow, and they just get marked down or they just get, disqualified. They lost their chance to play their games or whatever. And even with the situation fixed, their mentality would already be on a down low. In some sense. So altogether, that situation can really piss off a lot of the players, but also people who are enthusiasts of Evo or tournaments in general. It's like why would you do that? It's like that's just very ignorant and just you're not doing your job right. So hopefully, again, hopefully that worked out. But anyway, back onto my personal side of things. I and myself and a friend of mine decided to just go with the flow and try to get in the line and stuff, while the rest of my group, decided to go back, kind of rest a bit and kind of relax to ease off themselves. Which was funny because myself and my friend were able to get in the line in just like 10 minutes or less because they were just able to speed things up, and I think they kind of caught on like by then, like, oh shit, we gotta pick things up here. So that's why myself and my friend, Jesse and Dan, by the way, um, we were just able to get in so fast, and then I told the rest of the guys that it was just easy, and they're just like, oh shit, I'll be there later on or whatever. So I just thought it was really funny of how they like had to go back and forth and stuff. But I guess it all worked out because it just like it was like an opportunity for them to like kind of take a nap or like just take a break. You know what I mean? And recuperate, kind of cool things off of it, blow some steam off, and then come back to Evo with a fresher mind. So I guess in that sense it did work out, but at the same time, it's like, damn it, like friggin' Evo, always messing things up one way or the other. And at least they definitely took the effort to fix it like as soon as they could. So I will give kudos on that part. But hopefully they learned their lesson, and from this point on with the security checks, hopefully things will go better for future Evos. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So like I said before, it was really cool to talk to people and stuff, and the venue itself was all right, but the things outside of that were pretty cool. We hung out with other people. Um, by the end of it, we hung out at the bar and kind of just hung out and stuff like that, chill, talk, and whatever, and it was nice, having some drinks, whatever, and in between that, we were playing games, with like BB Tag, and we were playing Mario Party, of course, Smash, and even Gang Beasts, because we had enough controllers and stuff to set that up, and it was a really really fun time. I really liked that. It was just a great time with Gang Beasts, and of course, Super Mario Party, just because we're all together, and this is our chance to play something. And of course, I had to have us play Wii Bowling. Somehow, I kind of screwed it up a little bit because I did forget the Wii Motion Plus accessories for the Wiimotes, for two of them anyway, and the other two were good because they're the black ones that come with the Motion Plus built inside. So what we did to kind of fix the situation, I guess, was have it in a tournament style, like Evo style, like ooh, that was actually a really good call. Um, and so we did that. Like we even have like losers bracket, winners bracket, that sort of thing. And that was actually pretty fun. Like we just it was just the four of us, right? We were just doing a tournament style, and yeah, like I said, it's actually like playing top four or whatever. It was actually pretty fun, and so that wasn't absolutely not a bad way to go about it. And of course, at the end of things, I won it because I'm the one who played it the most. But um, Faka gave me a run for the money, pretty much. Like I put him into losers, and he came from all the way from losers and gave me a freaking a 2-2 match, and I was able to pull it off. Like he ran that match all the way to the end. Like that was really fun. So. But I was glad I won it, so that way, he didn't have to like reset the bracket, and then we play another session. It's like, oh man, it would have been gone a little too long at that point, but gladly I won, so I put an end to that. So, we had some pretty good food too along the way as well. It was a good, just a good turnout, I guess, altogether. We watched Sunday finals at the comfort of the Airbnb. We watched the reveals. I recorded them, of course, and put them out. All of them at this point. Funny story on the BB Tag one because I forgot completely that I recorded the BB Tag reaction on my phone and not on my good mirrorless DSLR camera. So when I first searched in my camera, I thought, where the hell is the BB Tag stuff? And so I thought, automatically, oh, I guess it just didn't record for some reason. But again, it turned out that it was on my iPhone because I remember now, like, I woke up the latest because, we all kind of slept late and the other guys kind of have, like, crazy sleep schedules and I mean, I'm my sleep schedule is already like kind of bad, but theirs is like really crazy, I guess. So I woke up the latest around like 10:30 ish, and that was when the BB Tag reveals were about to happen. So I was like, oh shit! So I just whipped out my iPhone and held it up with my arm and we reacted to that. So. It was pretty funny, that how it all turned out. So, I put out the first reaction recording last because I just completely forgot it was on my phone. So, yeah, kind of funny how that turned out. But at the end of things, I put it out there, and there you go. We saw all the cool things like Tekken, the new Guilty Gear, of course. Really can't wait to see what. That Guilty Gear has in store, it's going to be really awesome. So I guess that was pretty much it. Just to like kind of really condense Evo without going too long. For the most part, I know there's a whole like Evo drama thing during the after party, but we all know that's bad. It sucks, and I do have my opinion on that. Maybe I'll make a hot talks video on the after party stuff for Evo, like how I feel about them, we should have them or not, from my perspective. But that'll probably be a later video or something like that. But maybe when they'll talk about like Evo Japan or something, I'll whip that one out, I guess. But um, I think for the most part, though, everything else went pretty well. We wrapped things up, and we, head back to our home states and stuff, and that's pretty much the end of it. And so I felt some of the Evo blues somewhat, but there were some people who really felt that. So, and it's understandably so, because it's like only once a year I get to see some of these guys, and it's you know um, we try to make the best we can, and once it's over, it's like, damn, I don't get to see them until the next year in real life. So it's like, so yeah, it does have that kind of effect on me, at least to a degree. But yeah, anyway, no less though, we had a good time. So I'm grateful for that we didn't really get into any real like danger, other than like the possibility of my friend Endergamma or Christian. He almost lost his like wallet completely because like otherwise he would have to like stay in California for a little bit, which would have been kind of cool. But like that means he lost his ID, the credit cards, all the other cards, identification, whatever, like all the important bits of the wallet, like that would have been gone. So that would have been a huge inconvenience. But it turned out that it was just in his pants that was already in the luggage that he wore, like during Evo. So yeah, he just it was considered like dirty laundry or whatever. So he just put it in the luggage. So that's where his wallet was. So it's like really funny of how that turned out. Like we had to like dig through the luggage, and boom, there you go. Like he like yeah, that was like probably the worst part, I guess. So that means other than that, like there really wasn't any other like huge drama for the most part. So yeah, so that's another Evo done, and I look forward to what we'll do for next year. So hopefully, things go a little smoother. Like for me, like I should bring all the accessories for my Wiimotes just in case. Like just especially with the Wiimotes and stuff like that. So yeah. I gotta be real careful with that, or gotta be real, be real on top of that. So, um, so the next one I do want to talk about is my workout regime or progress. My back is still sore right now, but I was able to PR my or break the PR on my deadlifts now, so I'm pretty close to 3 plates now, with the long bar and everything. So that's like almost 300 pounds, man. That's crazy. I can bench 300 freaking pounds, which is nuts. Um, I along the way also was able to PR my chest, but right now it's like the chest is really difficult to like kind of keep myself with the PR, which is like a plate and 30 pounds. So I can't do the math right now real quick, but that's still a lot of weight for me anyway, and I can like barely freaking do it. After that, but somehow I was able to do it that one time, and I PR'd like boom. So that's my biggest one yet. So that's pretty cool. So I'm making progress somewhat. So um, it's a real good feeling when that happens. It's very satisfying, and I'm trying to keep up with everything else. Like I'm really trying to like make sure I do squats like every time I do legs. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like, there's too many people. I'll just do this machine or whatever. But I really try to like be like very very stingy, and just be on top of my squats, and just get those squats in no matter what for the most part. So I'm doing a pretty good job with that so far. Try not to skip legs, you know what I mean? Like I've been doing for the past like couple months now, and that's been like kind of hitting my legs, uh, in a bad way, sort of. But it's my I can still lift weights, you know what I mean, with the legs. But it's just that when it comes to like the bigger weights that I could have done, like a while back, now it's like noticeably harder to do, and especially with good form. Like if I do like with the cheat reps or whatever, then yeah, sure, of course, like, but I can do that. But I have to like if I have to do like the whole like 90 degrees with the legs thing when I squat down, then yeah, that's definitely where it gets pretty difficult. So with good form, yeah, obviously the difficulty kicks in, but um, I'm making some good progress coming back to it, making sure that I do the squats every time I do leg day. So yeah, never skip leg day, guys. That's a real saying because if you do that and you try to do legs after the week after that, it will it will haunt you. And I kept doing that like here and there, like this past year, and it's been pretty bad every freaking time, pretty much. So don't do it. It sucks. I mean, try not to skip anything for sure, but especially legs though. If you're gonna skip something, don't try to skip legs, like me. So anyway, that's just me. So um, but anyway, so that's pretty much what I've been doing with the gym anyway. Work has been work, more or less. Unfortunately, one of our well-known managers transferred to another facility, so we're unfortunately won't be able to see that manager anymore, or work with them anymore. So I definitely felt kind of bummed out, but things like that happen, and it it's a part of working, and your favorite workers slash managers either quit or move on to some different things, and that's something you just gotta respect and deal with and stuff like that. So it's not yeah, it does suck, but um, definitely she was a really cool person to talk to because she also liked comic the like the nerdy stuff like the video games and the movies and stuff, and she was like such a lovable nerd, like a big I would say definitely a big as a nerd as me. So I'm like the quiet nerd, and like she was like always the one to like kind of bring up the conversation of like, oh, did you see this movie, or did you see this trailer, like damn, what did you think of this game, like or when you gonna pick up this for this month, that sort of thing. And now she's gone, and it's sad thing about that, but like I said, at the end of the day, that's just part of the work life. People want to do better things, and I can't disagree, or I can't interfere with that. So because I definitely want to do better things myself later on in life. So that definitely is something I definitely can understand too. So or sympathize, empathize, whatever. So. So yeah, that's pretty much like it, I guess. There are some changes at work that have been for the most part been improvements. Like we got better equipment now, so that's pretty cool, like the scanners and stuff. But anyway, so that's pretty much it on the work side of things. I've got picked up a couple new things, like a couple like keyboards and stuff like that. There was one keyboard that like I picked up that's like I thought was gonna have one of those like clicky mechanical stuff in it, but it's like really silent. It's like it does make some noise to a degree. So when I type a lot, then it does make a pretty cool sound to me anyway. But it's like silent in comparison to my other keyboard, which has like the blue switches. This one has red switches, not exactly like cherry or whatever you call them. And so they don't have any clicky like feedback by any means, which is weird. I thought it would, but no. But I'm fine with it because the USB is detachable, meaning you can just like take it off the keyboard and just throw it somewhere else. If you want to like do something with something else on your desk or whatever. So you can like move that around. So it's like very flexible. You can like I can like change that keyboard to my PC now, and then like plug it back into the Mac if I want to use my Mac again. Those keyboards. Sorry, those keyboards are a die for because the ones with the permanent cable on them, you gotta like dig into your computer and then pull the USB cable out. But with the one with the detachable cable, oh man, that is a blessing. that is a blessing. I need to find more of those keyboards in the future if I plan to like, replace my keyboards. So, or get the maybe get the ones that have like the solar panel on it and be battery powered or something like that. But unfortunately, that wouldn't work with the PC because I don't think it has like the Bluetooth thing on there unless I maybe install it or something, which shouldn't be too hard. But um, I'm kind of lazy on that, so yeah. Anyway, trying to see what I've been doing in August. Oh yeah, so let's do what we did for the channel here, or I did for the channel, I guess. But what we've been seeing from the channel, definitely I can say. I put out the Judgment review video. Finally, I really wanted to do that for a while, but I've been busy trying to get ready for Evo and other games and stuff like that. Just things that always like kind of get in the way. Personally for me anyway. Like, I get distracted by other things, and I want to do them. There's just so many other things I want to do, but it's just time is just such a difficult thing, especially when you're older. But anyway, what we did for other things we did for August. Obviously, I had some Hawk Talks videos. There's one with like the video games and violence talk that was going on, and then I really released another couple of We Have Fun videos, and then in August I released the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood review and spoiler talks videos, and I wanted to get that out before Evo, but it was recorded a little late, so I just couldn't get it done in time. But I was able to do it. I like that movie, by the way. It was really cool. For Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino. So I always look forward to his movies, and this one was a really fun one to watch for what it is. So there was also the video I had with the mobile game Fate Grand Order, where I was trying to pull a certain character from a summer banner. I was able to get everyone else that I wanted from during Evo, because I was trying to pull for Made Alter, and I actually got Made Alter MP2. Like, holy shit, that was actually really cool because I pulled the second one from a freaking ticket. Like, I couldn't believe that happened. I was like, whoa, because she does really good damage from what I've heard, and I believe it. And having an MP2 just makes it all the better. It's like really nice if you can get that. But other than that, I got everyone else like Nobu and stuff like that. I got plenty of Nobus. I had like a squadron of Nobus pretty much. So that was really funny. I had like 7 of them, like a MP, I guess like a yeah, pretty much like an MP7 slash MP6 Summer Nobu, which was really freaking funny. I almost got everyone. I almost got everyone from the entire summer banner, except for Saber Frankenstein. I did get Castanero, but that was like right at the end of it, so I was like, whoa, that was like, pretty close there. And of course, I had to drop in a good amount of money, but that was like Vegas money, so that's like I knew I planned to spend that kind of money, so it was all planned out. So being responsible here, just like you should with your games, you know what I mean. And so yeah, I was able to get Castanero, which I like. At first, I was like, it's not definitely like a. Sorry about that. My alarm went off for a second there. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the banner. I would say it was pretty good. Like I got who I really wanted most, which was Made Alter anyway. She has a really cool Noble Phantasm, and so or I guess super move for anyone else who kind of isn't into Fako, but Made Alter, I got her which I wanted most, and Castanero is kind of like not really like high up there, but would have been nice to have because she's like the AOE caster and stuff. So and it's Nero. Like, so how can you turn her down? So anyway, right now there's Nero Fest going on, which is really funny. I've been actually really been making most out of that one. Trying to get all the items and the ascension materials and all, everything else. And I actually was trying to like use tickets to pull Saber Nero or Nero Bride, and I actually wound up getting regular Nero again. So I have an MP2 Nero now. So it's just all right. It's not the worst thing, but I definitely got something out of that, I guess. But so yeah, I definitely had my share of mobile games. There was Grand Blue Fantasy that I did play with the new event, which is also kind of like a Neurofest type of event where you have a lottery or you just have like the wheel you keep spinning or whatever. No, I mean it's the same thing. Like it's you drop in an amount of like this currency and then you just get random sort of like items and like materials for something and blah blah blah, you name it. So it's kind of like the Neurofest type of lottery, for items and stuff. So, but the story with that for Dancing Avengers was actually really cool. It did have like two new characters that I do like. Um, they had that like Middle Eastern thing going on, so it was like kind of neat. But the overall story was like pretty good, pretty simple and yet good. I did like it. Once again, featuring Eliza and Stan. Those people are kind of adorable together. But anyway, um, so that's it on that part. I am still continuing playing Fire Emblem. That game is too much fun. I really, really can't just put down the game as easily as other games. It like I have that feeling right now. Like I really do want to play that later on. Like I guess in the day, but or later tonight. It's been going in on my sleep schedule, so I have nights where I stay up till like 6:30 in the morning or even 7 playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. So that tells me that this game is really fun, and how much tells everyone else that this game is just awesome. You know what I mean? Um, it's just really satisfying. It's just like it's so simple and yet just effective, I guess you can say. The story is pretty straightforward. It's not like the biggest story in the recent years of games. It does have some big moments. There are some twists and stuff like that. And I understand that there are different stories to tell for each house. Um, so I'm on Golden Deer right now. This is still my first run. Like this game is gonna be long, and I'm not gonna complete it in like 100% or whatever anytime soon. This game is holy crap. There's like content in this game, and there's still a expansion pass, or expansions coming for this thing. So I definitely have a lot of mileage with this game. I have a lot of fun with it. I love the characters. I love the gameplay around it. I love just everything that is Three Houses right now. It's really fun. I do like the calendar thing going on. It does have like that persona thing going. It's just really cool, and it does give you some incentive to like really think about like who should get what, whether your MC or main character should get the level ups for this day or for this week, that sort of thing, and that in turn does make it really fun. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it would be nice to just max out everyone, but it just becomes very mundane and very straightforward. So there's gotta be some sort of like incentive to like make you think or have some tension. Like, oh, if you don't, you know, uh, if you pick this character, that other character won't be as powerful or whatever, that sort of thing. So I'm sure there's a post game sort of thing or like a new game plus where you can carry over or something like that. I don't know. That's just my assumption anyway. But either way, it's really fun, and I can't wait to play more of it and finish Golden Deer because I have grown really attached to the characters for the most part from Golden Deer, and there are some good ones from other houses and stuff like that. Like Petra, she is very adorable with her like foreigner thing going on. Like she's kind of like Starfire. Like a lot of people make the comparison of Starfire and Petra, which I do agree, which is like actually really funny in retrospect. But anyway, um, like it's just I really am glad that this is my first Fire Emblem. And people still say like, oh, Awakening is so fun and all, and really fun and better and whatever. But I don't know, man. I want a Awakening on the Switch. That's all I want to see, using the Three Houses engine or whatever they use, and I don't know. That those things don't matter to me. Like I'm really having fun with Three Houses, and that's what matters to me. This is the Fire Emblem that I've played so far, the only one, and I'm having fun with it. That's to me all that matters. So anyway, everything else, I with the channel, I did the Evo 2019 reveals, damage report, on my predictions, how I compared it to what happened actually to what I predicted, and so that was a fun video to make, and there is the Amiibos video that I did after Evo, because again I was like super busy and stuff, like, and also Isabelle came a little late, so that there was that part, and I guess that is pretty much it with that. So other than that, like, yeah, just Fire Emblem stuff, blah blah blah, you name it. So Twitch broadcasts, that sort of thing. I guess so. Yeah, so we can definitely go on to the last important bit of things, which is what we're gonna do for September. So September, like I said, is the start of video game season. Also, right at the end of August, I did give myself the copy of Astral Chain. I thought, like, there was one moment where I was gonna turn it down, but I thought, but the other side of me is saying, I should support the company, Platinum Games, because they do hard work and they just don't get enough attention, in my opinion. So I want to support them as much as I can, and it's kind of like a little donation sort of thing. Plus, I get a game out of it, so that's sort of thinking is, I guess, healthy in some situations. And Astral Chain, I did get it. I have my hands on it, so I will stream that. Taking a break from Fire Emblem for a little bit, just to have one night of Astral Chain, and I'll probably just play it on my own time after that, like I've been doing with other games like Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is really been a helpful approach to how I stream games or how I go about games without going too long with them, because I made that mistake with Tales of Vesperia, and it took me way too long to finish that game. So if I did the same thing with Fire Emblem Three Houses, that would take so freaking long as well. So and that itch, like, oh, I want to play it, but I gotta stay with the streams. Like, no, that's not how I want to go things about that anymore. So it's just whatever I feel like playing that night of streaming. That's how I'm going to approach things, and that's pretty much it. No story continuation, that sort of thing. I don't care about that anymore, like I did in the past. That's just pretty much it. I've been doing that with a couple games here and there now, and I definitely feel healthy about that when it comes to streaming and stuff. My mentality towards that. So yeah, Judgment, Three Houses, and a couple other games I've been doing that with. Really been fun. Really been fun with that approach. So, anyways, Astral Chain, that's gonna happen, and I look forward to it. People have been saying good things about it so far. So, as I predicted, the game will be at least alright. So let's see if it exceeds that or stays that way. Other than that, there is Iceborne coming. I don't know how much I'm going to cover that. We'll see about that, because there is one game that I'm actually really looking forward to, which is Borderlands 3. I've been, dormant on looter shooters for a very long while, because the last one I played was Borderlands 2, like vanilla. So I have not really done anything else when it comes to that genre of shooters. So I've been kind of itching to do something like that, and Borderlands 3 looking real good. So I have it all pre-ordered and ready to go on the PlayStation. So I am freaking ready. So I will play Moze. I've been wanting to play Moze, and I am still sticking with her. She looks really fun. She got the mech, and herself, she looks cool. So that's just my take on things. Um, but yeah, but overall, like as a whole, like the game itself looks really promising. So um, I really do look forward to playing it, when it comes out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be sticking with that game for a while. And in October, that's for another video. So anyway, I will definitely try to make a big review about that or around it, and hopefully by then I'm done with the Golden Deer run of Fire Emblem, and then I'll just like linger here and there for the other houses, and maybe then I will start the Let's Play of Fire Emblem Three Houses, but that really, I guess, depends on my friend Energamma, so we'll see about that. I don't want to make any guarantees, but even without that, we'll still have content on the channel, no matter what. So, anyway, that's pretty much it, I guess, for the video. Like, there's really not much to talk about. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me on the August update for the channel and the look back on did I say August? Dang it! Okay. The run back on August and the update for September. Excuse me. I'm just too excited for Borderlands 3. So anyway, if you guys have any comments, anything like that, any ideas, suggestions, or anything like that, any feedback, I would love to see that in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more videos in the future from this channel. So yeah, thank you so much. As always, really appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.